Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Adeline Puriapunzi from the Regional Council of Grand Est, and I'm in charge to follow foreign projects in the region. And we have a network of agencies that follow companies that are already present in the Grand Est and to follow companies that would invest in Grand Est, such as Invest Instant France. So I let Antoine introduce himself. The Invest Instant France is financed partly by the Regional Council, and the mission is to attract foreign companies in the region. So, Antoine?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be with you this morning. I'm Antoine Trottet from Invest Eastern France team. I am based in London, and I'm here to attract and support foreign investment in the Grand Est region. And we have also today Henry Orunkoya, CEO of Wallet, a British startup. Henry? No, he's not here. He will be with us later. So maybe Adeline, okay, sorry, Henry.
Yeah, I was on to that. Yeah, thank you very much, Antoine, for the introduction. And yeah, I'm Henry Orunkoya, the CEO of Wallet, a smart merchant and consumer relationship platform. And I mean, it's a pleasure to be here with you all. Thanks.
So Adeline, I'll let you...
Yeah. So I will begin the presentation, then Antoine takes the lead, and then Henry. So it's a nice pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. So I will introduce you as a region of Grand Est. Perhaps many of you already knows, but it was important for us to present the where we are and who we are. So we will begin with the video. So I will let you click on it, Antoine. can stop the video. Okay, thank you, Antoine. So let's begin with a presentation of the geography of the Grand Est. So as you could see in the video, we are a strategical location. So we are at the crossroads of the main European markets with 700 kilometers of borders, shared with Switzerland, Germany, Luxembourg, and Belgium. So we offer a unique setting for international companies with European expansion strategies. So we have 200 million consumers within a radius of 600 kilometers. And we can say, that we are the #1 border region in France, as the Grand Est orbits in the center of Europe. So not only is Strasbourg the regional capital, one of the 3 capitals of Europe, but the Grand Est is also at the crossroads, as I said, of some of the most dynamic areas in Europe. So we are a unique region in France that offers this location. Then you can see the major urban areas here in the Grand Est. So we are as big as Belgium. So it's a location very interesting. So I think that you already know Strasbourg. Obviously, we have Reims, the second city in the region. Reims, famous for the champagne, for example. And we have also Mulhouse, Nancy, and Metz. In the region that was a merge of Alsace, Lorraine, and Champagne-Ardenne. In the 2016, there was a merger of the regions in France, and the government decided to merge the 3 ex-regions, Alsace, Lorraine, and Champagne-Ardenne, to form this region Grand Est. The logistics, as we are in a strategical location, we have lots of infrastructure that permits to have a lot of logistic activities and to attract some activities. So we are very well connected with 3 European exports and several intercontinental hubs within close reach by train or car. Eastern France offers privileged access to Europe and the world. Its high-speed rail connection puts the region within easy reach of the Wall of France, as well as the UK, Benelux, Germany, and Central Europe. Communicating with the region are also made very easy and efficient thanks to a dense network of regional express trains, which connect cities and towns in Eastern France, greatly facilitating business and personal travel. Regional authorities like the Regional Council continue investing in the regional infrastructures as it supports a greener and well-connected region. And we have also multimodal ports on the Rhine, the Moselle, the Meuse, and the Seine, creating a direct connection with Rotterdam, Antwerp, and Le Havre. So the connectivity of Eastern France is not limited to people and codes, and we are also well connected digitally. It is anchored in one of the larger high-speed broadband networks. So we are also internationally recognized academically. As you have seen in the video, we have some Nobel Prizes already in activities in the region. And we have a lot of researchers, and our universities are well famous in the world, and there are a lot also of transfer accelerations or companies of technologies. We are also frequently in the Shanghai ranking for our universities. So as we are a unique region in this cross-boarding, I see that we attract a lot of European talents. We have a lot of students that come from foreign countries. We have 35 engineering schools, 150 vocational high schools, obviously 5 universities, and we have two European campuses with multilingual profiles. It's important to say that our region historically is multilingual, with obviously German, and we have a lot of multicultural people that it's important to highlight. The innovation is important for our region. As you seen that in the video, we are an industrial region. Historically, we are industrial, but we are oriented towards the innovation. It's important for our companies to go towards innovation. So we have clusters, we have pool of competencies on sector of activities. We have a lot of startups and incubators to help these startups to grow up. We have 6 innovation clusters, and we have a lot of French tech in the region. So you can see the various innovation clusters. I perhaps highlight only one or two. France BioValley is one of the healthcare. It's important for us, the health sector. The bioeconomy for change is a French cluster for bioeconomy activities. We are the leading region in the bioeconomy, so it's important for us to help companies in this direction. And historically, we have an automotive region, so we have a cluster that help companies to go towards the mobilities of the future with pôle véhicule du futur. And then we have Materialia for the materials, the Build and Connect with the digital, and Aquanova for other sectors of activities. Antoine will describe some of the activities in the following pages. So as we are as a European region, and we attract a lot of international companies. So we have a lot of companies, as you say, around 2,500 foreign companies. So we are an international characters. So it is home to Strasbourg, one of the 3 capitals of Europe, as I already said, and we have a cultural crossroads. So Europe's historic trade routes from north to south on the Rhine and from the east to the west along the Alps have made for centuries in the heart of Eastern Europe, in Eastern France. So we are attractive, and as we can say here, in the moment of choose France, we have one of the 3 European regions that attract foreign companies. Last year, we attract 188 projects of foreign companies. So for us, it's important. We attracted to date as I say, 2,500 companies, second region for the production sites, and we the foreign company contribute to FDI for more than 50%. It's very important for us to highlight also that we are the first destination for German and Austrian companies, as we are next to these countries, and second destination for American companies. And as far as the British companies obviously is concerned, we are around 100 foreign companies that come from Great Britain, and around 5,000 employees. We have also put on this slide some names of the British companies that have already invested in the region. Yeah, Eastern France is not only an industrial region, innovative. We come for Eastern France also for the high quality of life. We have a lot of UNESCO listed and heritage sites and a lot of Michelin-starred restaurants. So we conjugate business to quality of life. It's important for us in our region that have the Champagne and the Alsace wines. We have a lot of tourists, and we clearly attract also for this aspect. It's not the main important point, but it's important for us to conjugate, as I said, this point also. We have a mild and sunny climate due to a temperate continental location, and we have a lot of international school and university. So it's important for us to follow people that come from other regions of the French or other region of Europe, to follow them and to help them in their venue, in their visit in our region. So thank you very much. And if you have some question, and I am at your disposal. I let Antoine follow the presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Adeline. So I will just say first some fun facts about Eastern France with some questions. So the first one, in which city is the British national team training for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games? So you don't have to answer directly in the chat. I will give right away the answer. Is it? Oh, sorry, it's not working. It's Reims. So Reims welcomes the athletes of the British swimming, boxing, and table tennis teams since 2023 in the preparation of the Olympic Games in Paris this year. Second question, do you know what the fastest car in the world is called and where is it built? Obviously, it's in Eastern France region, in Grand Est. It's the Mistral. It's a car from Bugatti, and this car goes up to 260 miles per hour. And so Bugatti is a French brand from Alsace. Which famous champagne houses now produce sparkling wine in the UK and where? It's in the south of England. So there is Champagne Pommery. They are in Pigglestone Estate in Hampshire, and Champagne Taittinger in Chilham in the Kent. And Great Britain is the world's second largest importer of champagne with 28 million bottles in 2022. And last question, football, obviously, important matter. Do you know which of our favorite football teams are owned by the same shareholders? So in the UK and in Eastern France. So the first one is Chelsea and Racing de Strasbourg. They are both owned by Blueco. And the football team of Troyes and Manchester City are owned by the same owner, by City Football Group. They don't have the same results. I guess Chelsea and Manchester are doing better than our teams, but we hope they're gonna improve. Now I would like to say a few words about Invest Eastern France. Invest Eastern France is the one-stop shop for the FDI in the Grand Est region. So we are funded by the regional government to attract and support foreign direct investment in the region. We offer a full range of free and confidential services. So we are really here to make your life easier. So we advise you on your strategic options. We help in your location search. We organize look and see trips. We help you with public support programs. We introduce you to strategic regional partners, and we assist your expats to make their move easy. So again, our goal is really to make your life easier, to meet your needs and expectation as much as possible. And the good news is we don't do that alone. We work in close partnerships with Business France at the national level and with the local economic development agencies at the local level. And we also work with a pool of experts to help you to navigate the French law and the taxes and to create an entity in the region. Invest Eastern France has a permanent office in London. We are partner of Business France United Kingdom. We are member of the regional business network led by the British Department for Business and Trade, and we are obviously member of the Franco-British Chamber. As Adeline already said, the Eastern France region has a remarkable attractiveness of foreign investment during the last years. And last week, Ernst & Young published their yearly report on European attractiveness, and Eastern France was ranked number 9 of the most attractive region receiving FDI between Bavaria and Catalonia. And we are number 3 in France after Paris and Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes. So that shows that the Eastern France region attracts lots of foreign investment, is very attractive and interesting region for foreign investment. The top 4 project generating countries in our region are Germany first, then the US, then Belgium, and then number 4, the UK. And so we hope that in the next few years, the UK project will reach the top 3 of the countries. Top sectors for FDI in Eastern France, commerce and distribution, car manufacturing and component manufacturing, because we are an industrial region, machinery and mechanical equipment, again, health, food industry, energy and recycling. Earlier this week, there was a big international business summit in Versailles, in France. It was held by President Macron. The purpose of this summit was to announce major foreign investments in France, and especially in Eastern France region. So 2.5 billion euros of investments in Eastern France were announced during this summit. So we're really happy about that. 8 projects in digital, agri-food, renewable energies, pharma, decarbonization, steel recycling, and electrical solutions. So you can see the images are really small, but you can see all these projects on the slide. And that reflects quite well what are the priority sectors of Eastern France region, and the focus of the regional strategy. The regional government focus on really certain sectors, specific sectors, which are industry. So we act for an efficient and sustainable industry, bioeconomy and green tech, support digital transformation of businesses, and building the health of tomorrow. So I will give you a short overview on each sectors, the assets and the opportunities for British company in each of these sectors. So the first one, industry. Eastern France is the cradle of the French industry. That's where the first trains were built. It was a long time ago. The first factory was created in 1839. And Eastern France is still one of the major region in France for industry, with 25,000 industrial companies, more than 300,000 employees in industry, and one of the European leaders in advanced manufacturing. You can see on the map, it's not really clear that it's a map, but it's a map of the region and of the bordering countries, but you can see how powerful how rich is our industrial sector in the region. So on the left side, but also on the other side of the Rhine, on the German or the Swiss side. So it's really an area, interesting area to connect with many major players in industry. So centers of excellence, we have centers of excellence in automotive. So we are really one of the top regions in France for automotive industry, with 400,000 cars produced each year. Railroad, mechanical engineering, chemistry, pharmaceuticals, food and beverage industry, bioeconomy, and energy sectors. And to help our industries to be always efficient, productive, and to improve always their processes, we need some new providers. So we need some new foreign companies to help our industry to be always at the top. So we need, for instance, companies in additive manufacturing technology, 3D printing, virtual reality, digital twins, robotics and automation. So that means that it's really opportunities for British companies, because then they will find a market in the region and also in the bordering countries. Second sector is bioeconomy and green tech. We benefit from a lot of natural resources. So we are an industrial region, but at the same time, we are an agricultural region. 80% of the land is dedicated to agriculture and forestry. So we are the first region in France for cereals and oil protein crops, for wine, thanks to the champagne, for beer and hemp production. And we are the second region in France for wood industry. And we have in the region the presence of Europe's most advanced biorefinery. And because we have those natural resources, the region has built a bioeconomy strategy. This is accompanied by substantial financial resources of around 35 million euros per year. And they cover support for projects in 5 main themes. So the first one is sustainable agriculture with biocontrol, biofertilization, precision farming, biosourced material with new composite materials, use of wood in construction, local energy strategies, self-consumption, bioenergy, sustainable food with organic ingredients, sustainable packaging, traceability, and industrial ecology with the development of world-class regional biorefineries like the one close to Reims, which is called the biorefinery of Pomac-Bazancourt. So again, for British companies, this is opportunities to develop projects in the region with support from the regional government. Energy, renewable energies, it's really an important topic for the region. We are already a key player in this field because renewable energies already represent more than 40% of the consumption in the region. So we are the first region in France for biogas and biofuel production, second region in France for wind power, and we discovered last year that we had the first global reserve of white hydrogen under the soil in Lorraine. So there is 46 million of tons of natural hydrogen in Eastern France. So that's a powerful source of renewable energy. Regarding green transformation, it's at the core of the regional strategy. Because the regional government will really want to become a positive energy and low carbon region by 2050 through reducing energy consumption and increasing renewable energies. And the 4 pillars of this green transformation is water, energy transition, circular economy and waste, and biodiversity. So again, that's opportunities for foreign companies and British ones to help the region to achieve these objectives with new technologies. Third sector is digital. We have several focuses in the digital, some sub-sectors we are focusing on. I will not detail all this sector, but only give a short overview on 3 of them. The first one is cybersecurity. We have a very interesting cybersecurity ecosystem in the region with leading universities. And though these universities work closely with universities from Germany or Switzerland, we have a talent pool in the region on cybersecurity with 200 cybersecurity education programs and 1,600 graduates annually. So we know that the battle for the talents is really tough. So we do have a lot of talents in the region. And we have a flourishing network of big players, startups, and SMEs. And we have programs to help businesses be protected. So there is some financial support to help our businesses be protected. So again, that's opportunities for British companies to be part of this journey. Quantum technology, so it's the buzzword right now. But in the region, it's a long time. We have some assets in this area, some different interesting assets, especially one in Strasbourg. We have the European Center for Quantum Sciences. So it's an international center of excellence with multidisciplinary research areas and a strong focus on quantum computing. So they have a quantum computing platform open to academics and industry with 400 high-quality atomic qubits. And they also create some startups, and they are keen to welcome some new startups from foreign countries. And they opened a new building in October 2023. A few words on AI. AI is an important topic for us in the region regarding digital. So we have a lot of startups, more than 150 AI startups. Some also more than 400 scientists and PhDs working in the different research centers in the region. And we have a high performance computing center in Reims, which is called Romeo, with 1 petaflop processing capability. And you can see on the right side of the slide some of the names of our startups. And we are really will be happy to welcome some new AI startups in the region and help them to make their project a success. Last but not least, the health sector. Eastern France is a thriving European hub regarding health because it's one of the historic cradle of the health and pharmaceutical industry, with more than 400 companies, major research and training institutes, and many international companies have already chosen Eastern France to locate several activities like manufacturing for pharmaceuticals, bioproduction, prosthesis, research and development. And they can rely on the excellence of the region research institutes, universities, and hospital infrastructure, and commercial development, because you have an outstanding access to the main European health market, with 40% of the pharma industry is located in the upper Rhine Valley, so on each side of the Rhine River, on the French side, and on the Swiss and the German side. And some of those companies are British, so we have already many British companies in the health sector. We have 4 priorities in the health sector: biotech and pharma, diagnostics, medical device, and e-health. And we have major competitivity clusters, like BioVallée France and Materalia. So they bring together companies from the health sector. And we have dedicated structures to help business development in the health sector. We are happy to have the 2 of the 7 French IHU. So it's Institut Hospitalo-Universitaire. So the mission of this structure is to accelerate innovation in the healthcare for the benefit of patients. So we have one in Strasbourg, which is dedicated to image-guided, minimally invasive procedures. And since last year, we have one in Nancy, which is dedicated to IBD, inflammatory bowel diseases. And we have also in the region, the first French health tech startup incubator in Strasbourg. And finally, we have in Eastern France, 2 major innovative clusters areas one between Nogent and Chaumont in the south of the region, which is called the Prosthesis Valley, where 35% of the world's orthopedic implants and medical instrumentation are manufactured. And we have also the Next Med campus in Strasbourg dedicated to medtech. So feel free to reach me out if you want to be part of this journey. This is my email address. And I'm happy now to introduce you to Henry Orunkoya, who is part of this journey because he decided to set up his French subsidiary in Strasbourg. So Henry, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Antoine. And like I said, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm just going to quickly talk about, how we got to the point where we are now talking to Antoine and, the British French Chamber of Commerce. So, I mean, Wallet started in 2022. It was, started as a result of me going to Tesco's in the UK to buy bread with my son. And when I was there, I realized that, it's just ridiculous that we are being asked, to collect paper receipts. At the time, I essentially, decided, okay, we need to create something to solve this particular problem. And we started work. And not too long after that, I realized, one of my friends said to me that, oh, France is now planning to ban paper receipts, the automatic printing of paper receipts, which was fascinating. So we decided to, give our company a name. And in doing so, we gave it a name that French people can easily pronounce. So we went with Wallet. So the name Wallet was deliberate, and it was deliberate to ensure that when we do go to France, we would basically be a name that people can relate to. And then we continued working on the project. And we started looking at regions in France that we could go to. So we spoke to folks in Bordeaux, we spoke to Brittany, we spoke to different regions. And but then when we spoke to Antoine, what really amazed me was it did something that none of the other regions did. It came to the UK. Well, it was in the UK already, but it set up a meeting to meet us. It basically came and spoke with us. And he listened to us for over an hour, and I went into my full, sales mode where I was trying to sell him on Wallet and, the amazing work that we're doing, how we're going to bring value to the region and, the incredible, technology that we are going to be bringing as well. And I wasn't quite sure if Antoine was sold or if it was, if he just thought, oh my God, this guy is just talking too much. But anyway, the next day, I reached out to Antoine and he said he was really impressed with what we said to him. And that was how the whole process began. And from that moment onwards, it's been incredible because we were invited to present in Strasbourg and we got to meet the metropole, the local government. We got to meet, the folks from Madeira. And we also got to meet with the SEMIA region, the SEMIA incubator. And, for me, everything that happened during the visit in December to Strasbourg was, really important. And it validated all of the beliefs that we held as a company. And what was more important was the level of support, that the region was willing to give to us. So, beyond, just saying, okay, come and set up your company in Strasbourg and it's all going to be great. We are a fantastic region because we've got champagne. As a startup, that's not good enough, right? Because three things startups look for. We look for the market opportunity and we look for support and we look for, areas where we can find, future development and where we can also basically extend our products to new lines. And when I talk about the market opportunity, France was a no-brainer because of the law, the IGIC law that says you are not allowed to print paper receipts. Two, the support, the fact that Antoine was willing to spend so much time with us, dedicate a lot of his time, introduce us to different folks, and also really help us, to meet the regional partners. We've been exposed and we've met with different, regional partners from the wider, Alsace region. And I think that that's really important for us because as a startup, we need to have that, connection. I remember saying to Antoine that, it's great to have, Bugatti and Motzheim. It's great to have all these amazing places in Strasbourg, but without without the market and without the customers, there is no way we will be able to actually, come over there. And Antoine has worked super hard to introduce us, not just, to some interesting banks, but to retail associations as well, which are going to be, the bedrock of our business. So, I'm going to be going to France next week, and I'm going to be going again in June to meet with the people that Antoine has been introducing us to. So, and more importantly, there is a personal connection to Strasbourg and to the Alsace region. So my second child, his goddad is from Celestat, which is not far from Strasbourg. And, we have a very strong personal connection as a family, to the region. And out of all the places that we've been to in France, I would say, the Alsace region is one place that we've been to more than any other places in France. We've been there over 10 times. We just love going there. And we love going there because we like taking road trips. And, so, I mean, the region is connected to Germany. It's really easy to drive to the Black Forest, from Strasbourg. You can easily go to, Basel in Switzerland, and you can go to Luxembourg if you fancy taking a day trip there. And I mean, if you wanted to go to Belgium as well, why not? You can hop into your car and head over there as well. So for us, we really enjoy, the fact that as a family anyway, we would be able to have such a lifestyle which we enjoy, living. So for me, my conclusion is, France as a whole is really attractive because of the great support that France is giving to startups right now. I mean, the numbers speaks for themselves. And for me, as a person, I like Strasbourg so much because of the support that's been given to us. And I would recommend Strasbourg to any company that's looking to, to move into that region, into France.